And we're live. We're live. So, guys, I'm thinking about doing a documentary about cards. Hopefully, nobody steals this idea, so I'm putting it out there on YouTube. So, I've already copyrighted the idea. The idea is that business cards, I think, are a waste of time in this day and age, but we still do it. Why? It's a waste of paper, and generally, they just get put in a pile, and then you go back and you hardly ever remember who any of these people are, especially if you were at a cocktail party drinking, possibly something else. You're shooting the shit. You're going to be best friends for life. You know what I'm talking about. Best friends for life. Yeah. Oh, let me get your card. And then you vaguely remember who that card was from. So I'm going to call every single person in this pile and film it and see how it goes. And I think it'll probably be something cool. You know, I'll make new friends. Some people will be like, "You're an idiot. How do you not remember me?" Some people won't obviously remember me. And who knows? Maybe there'll be relationships. Who never? That's what I'm saying. That's for me. I think maybe it'd be a cool idea. Just something. I'm always looking for something else to do. I just want to give a shout out to my dad. 20 years later, Cisco, $55. You nailed it, Dad. You're the greatest investor I've ever met. I'll never tell you what to do. I'll never judge you. My father has been in Cisco since around the 40s when it broke down in 1999. When it was falling from 80, he thought at 40 was a good buy. And he bought it at 40, watched it go down, 30s, 20s, 15s, and floated around 15 and 20 for got to be 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. Finally broke back above 25. Dollar cost averaging a little bit on the way, getting the dividends. And he's held it for 20 years now. And since it broke 36, it's up another 20 points. So as long as you're not buying some pump and dump biotech stock or even Walgreens today, chances are they'll figure it out. Maybe 10 years from now, the stock is back to, I don't know what, I've never looked at Walgreens stock ever up until today. I mean, there's so many stocks, but $86 all-time high, down in the 50s. Yeah, I mean, maybe 2 or 3 years from now. Anyway, no one's thinking 20 years down the road. But my dad believed in Cisco. He liked what they did, and they had a decent, he's a fundamental guy. And, he said it'll probably be back to 50 one day. And one day it was 20 years later, and he's still in it. But now I want to just see if this thing works on the fly. Watch this. You ready? I'm going to go screen share, application, Thinkorswim, share. Oh, look at that shit working. All right, I just want to show you all we've been trading today is LYFT. If you make money on a trade, generally you want to stick with that trade. And I've gone back to LYFT now 2 more times, and let me show you why. Again, I don't just go back because I feel like it. Let me make sure this thing is on. Present to everyone. You should be able to see the LYFT screen now, and I will double check by checking on the other window. And I want to give a shout out to, I guess you would call him one of my competitors. I don't look at it like that anymore. Everyone's doing their own thing. But this guy, he's got, he had like 300 people in his room. Wasn't really talking any specifics, but obviously he must talk specifics eventually. But he did say a few key phrases. And again, I am defaulted to want to fight everybody on YouTube because basically that's how it's been. But he did say how inevitably when you get trading down and when you have a knack for it and you find something that works, it becomes boring and even redundant. But that redundancy and that boringness is what makes you money. And right now I'm in PVTL if you want to follow along. Just went green. That's why I like, I like anything that goes green. PVTL right now actually going, rocking, PVTL rocking, PVTL rocking, PVTL getting paid on the green right here, PVTL. I'll show you on the screen. I'm trading here, talking here, screens here. Just let me offer this out right here. Usually I'll take my 12 cents, and this is what I got. Afternoon trading, I'm always a guy that takes the money, sees the money, takes the money. No problem taking 12 cents that I just made. I got out of some of it. I'm still in a little bit. Now I'll use 20.99 as my out. If it makes another run for 21.12, I'll sell it there. If not, I get out of the rest of it. So I'll show you that PVTL trade and what I was looking at it and why I was looking at it. Let me just see if we're up and running here. Oh, you see, we're not. I think I'm actually doing this for nothing. So. Oh, no. There we go. We got 5 of you on board.
You love your electric car. Don't plug it in with any old cord set. Not safe. Uncertified.
I can always rely on you guys, Jose.
Safety certified. It's got 20 teeth. Fit in with any old cord set. Not safe. Uncertified.
I can always rely on you guys, Jose. All right. It looks like we're live. Let me just shut the volume there. So I'll show you these 2 trades that I was just in. Funny thing is I get guys out there that I've been training, and he texts me. He's like, I hope you're buying the VWAP, the ass crack break. So LYFT, we had a really nice move with it, right? And we bought it from the open because we had already formed a range pre-market, and it broke over the VWAP. We went over this before right here, right? So normally, as everybody's had this experience, you buy a stock, you sell it, and it keeps going, and it never comes back. And you're like, oh, damn. By the way, PVTL, I'm on the offer right now at 21.09 and 21.12. I'll get to that trade in a second. But on this stock, hey, I'm very happy. Look, we had a multi-day VWAP target, and that was our target. Once it started rolling over, we sold it around 69.75. But we were in from here. We took some profits at the 67.85. We took some profits at that 69 area, 68.99. And then on the rollover, I'm not picking the top, but it almost did pick the top right there at the multi-day VWAP. So when this rolled over, next thing you know, I'm getting a text. And this is what this is what keeps me, in this business. The fact that I know that I've helped somebody to the point that they're texting me to make sure that I'm back in the LYFT. And I was already in it, and then I added more. So let me show you why I was already back in it. It went all the way back down to my original buy price and bounced off it. So I missed this first move. But then when it bounced and then rolled back over, it gave me another chance. So here it is at 66.65. Now, again, you have to wait to see if it breaks it, because if it breaks, you're going to go back to the lows of the day and possibly resume its course back down to 65. What? By the way, Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. If you're not in Tiger, please buy some. I'm prohibited by law to guarantee that you're going to make money. But if you buy this stock and you lose money, now I wish I could do that. That's how much I love this stock since $10. But at 15, I still like it. I'm not selling it. I don't have a meaningful position in the stock to take profits here. So I'm holding on for 1750 at this point. Why not? 10 got me 1250. 1250 got me 15. 15 is going to get me 1750. And if this thing breaks 1750, I'll see you at $20. And the best part about Tiger is nobody's talking about it. You don't have a 300 camera shoot talking about Tiger. No bug in the window talking about Tiger on CNBC. Kramer not talking about Tiger. Nobody's talking about it. The stock's up 100% since its IPO debut. See, that's a successful IPO. Not an IPO that opens up at 87, goes up 50 cents, and then tanks 20 points. That's a loser. Because I don't care that the stock was up to 87 at the open on LYFT, because nobody got it at 72 unless you got the IPO. So when they talk about how it was surging, it opened at 87 and tanked. That's what happened. It did not surge. It wasn't a good IPO. And it's amazing how they just were afraid to say anything negative about it. They finally have to say something negative about it because it tanked the next day. And now we're finally seeing some bottoming on it. And if you're in LYFT and you want to be an investor, very, very simple. Don't let it break the VWAP today, or don't let it break that double bottom. And depending on how aggressive you are, don't ever let it break 65.28, because it's going to 60 and then it might be going to 50 bucks. But for now, we're just day trading it. And why'd we get back in? Here's your double bottom, right? So almost like a triple bottom, back to the original price that we liked it in the first place, right? By the way, PVTL, come on. That's me. Sold another 100 shares at 21.09. Big player that I am. But you know what? If I could make 80 bucks or 120 on every trade I ever do, at the end of the year, I'll be green. And I don't have to get a real job. Right, Mom? So check it out. Wait, hang on a second. So back to this LYFT, right? This is a classic pattern. I mean, you got your, I like calling it the ass crack. You know, you got your W, you got your double bottom, and then you're breaking the peaks, which I call the ass crack. And the fact that I had a VWAP up there. Look at this move right here. So here you got 67.82, right? Even if it gets to 68.14, if you got 400 shares, right, at 67.80, and it gets to 68.14, you know what that is? It's money in your hand. So what do? I take something off the table right there. Out, 200 shares. Immediately starts going up, and then it starts rolling over. So I'm thinking, oh, good thing I sold 200, but I'm not getting out of the 200. Now I'm at break even. If my last 200 shares now turns to shit, well, now I'm not letting it go back down there. But if it would have rolled over, I would have got stopped out break even. So I take a little bit off the table here. PVTL, there it is. Another reversal, another winner. These are the greatest trades, my friends. There's no other trade to take. I'll get to the PVTL in 2 seconds. So as this thing chopped around, it held the VWAP. I still have no reason to get out. I have a target of 69.91 now, which is the adjusted multi-day VWAP. So now I'm not letting it go back below this last range it broke out from. So now my stop isn't going to be 67.85. Why would I let it go all the way back down there? Now I got 200 shares left. If it goes to 68.65, and if it breaks 68.65, I'm selling it. And that's it. You know, normally I would sell here at 69, but I'm going to let it breathe. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, and again, let's see what happens when you're winning money and you're in a profitable position. It's okay. But if you say, let's see what happens, and you're in a shitty position, generally it gets a lot worse. So let's go to PVTL, my only other trade in the last 4 hours. Look at this choppy, disgusting chart. I mean, the stock's got no volume on it, right? We're talking about LYFT at 18 million shares. We're talking about WBA with 27 million. And, of course, Tiger Woods, y'all. Let's see what the volume is on Tiger. Tiger, 1.8 million. And then you look at this PVTL, which has 500,000 shares at 2 o'clock. Usually I'm not trading this, but the chart and the setup and the fact that I've made money on this stock over the last 3 or 4 days convinced me to get involved. I don't trade stocks that have treated me poorly. That's why you don't hear me mentioning Alibaba anymore. I'm done. Stock destroyed my world. I don't really trade Yext anymore. You know, I had it for a decent move, but you get the idea. I'm on to the next idea. You know, Restoration Hardware, I'm already over that, even though it did look good today. I'll show it to you. But here's the anatomy of how I trade, right? PVTL, it's been on my watch list, chopping around all morning. First thing you're going to see is you're above the 1 minute. But look at it. It's choppy. If you see specks and dots on the chart, that means there's no volume. All right? So check it out. You got the 1 minute. You got the multi-day. Now, what do I mean by the reversal? At 2095, it's going green. So where am I buying this thing? I was late. Didn't get the 1 minute. Didn't get the multi-day. But I bought the range break over here. So I got a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. So the reversal officially comes when it goes green. So you got the 1 minute. Here's your multi-day. Here's your opening range break. I mean, your high water break, 2091. This is where I bought a couple of hundred. Now immediately I'm using the closest VWAP as I can. So I'm buying 200 whopping shares right here at 2091. And I'm going to be using a 7-cent stop. I'm risking $14 on this trade, right? Woo! 14 bucks, baby. But then it spikes up, tries to go green, can't do it. Starts to sell off. I'm still using 84 as my out. And then you get the reversal candle. You get the reversal moment. Now you're back into the green and you're breaking a whole number. I'm buying 700 more shares right here because now I'm convinced that this is going to be a move. So now I got 900 shares, and that's why I'll start offering out right here at 2108, 2109, 2110, 2113, and 2115, and I'm out. And that's how you make 80 bucks, 120 bucks on these high probability setups that you just sit around and you wait for them. And on August 13th, I'll show you how to find them, how to build your watch list, what stocks to look at, what stocks to ignore. And, you know, again, you're not going to get rich, but you're going to be a consistent trader. And if you can be consistent, inevitably, you don't have to get a real job. You never have to leave your house. And if you don't want to shower, that's your prerogative. I don't really shower every day because I don't go anywhere. My wife doesn't get a kick out of it when I don't shower for 2 days, but what are you going to do? I don't leave the house. But I am leaving the house in a little while to go see the Yankees. So farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. It's been nice talking to you. That's what I do every day. 2 or 3 trades, and then that's it. And right now I still got Funko, I still got Tiger, and that's it. Oh, I will never get a cat. No, I'm allergic, but I like cats. I had 3 outdoor cats, which became like indoor cats for a while, but I can't be around cats for more than like 20 minutes. But I do have a dog, which I never thought I would own. All right. And on that note, if anybody has any questions, talk to K-Fez, or as we call him now, Kaiser Soze. You guys know where to find me. I'll be back in the room 9:15 tomorrow morning. Hitthebid.com, click login, put your email address in, your phone number, a working phone number, and the password would be my wife 82. And please spread the word. I'd like to get 100 people watching me, so I'll do this, you know, as many times as I possibly can. I'd like to compete with these young bucks with their 670 viewers at a time. My God. It's like basically everybody on YouTube's watching this guy. I want to hate them, but I don't. Jealousy. All right, y'all. Be careful out there. And I'm glad this thing's working. So the password's my wife 82, all caps, if you want to come in. Listen to my boy. He's doing his spiel right now. He's kicking ass. And by the way, UVXY still telling us that this market is perfectly fine. If it would have stayed green today, we might have had some issues. But again, the government controls the stock market. The government doesn't want the market to go down, whether you're a Trump fan or not. He is doing a fantastic job of holding this market together. You got the one shakeout, and you know, it's hard to think that we're gonna have any type of, collapse with Trump in charge. I think that was it. That those weak 3 months at the end of last year really set us up for where we are right now. Some more consolidation, and then we break out again. And again, I'm not going to be commenting too much about the market in general because I don't care. Right now, it's individual opportunities and trade those reversals for profits. And if you want to own some stocks, again, stock picking still, it's just a lot harder than you think it is. That's why I tell people just to buy the market if you think the market's going up. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your night. Let's go Michigan State. Let's go Yankees. And I'll see you in the AM. Latris on the Menjay. Wait a minute, before I go, was there another chart I wanted to show you? You don't need to see Tiger. But PVTL, LYFT, and that's about it. All right, I'm outie. See you, boys, ladies, gentlemen. Farewell. I think I could press this button.